application is that you're always going to receive a fully configured and integrated app, which means any dependency that that application might have is already there to just get started, and you guys can uh, start using it right away. Secondly, your application is going to be up to date and secure. So if ever the application is out of date or is affected by a security vulnerability, Bitnami is going to ensure that there's a patch out there and that the update of that application is available as soon as possible. So where can you launch Bitnami applications and where can you launch Bitnami Shopware? So here today, you can see three places within Microsoft Azure that you're able to do so, which is one is the government cloud, the regular Azure Marketplace, and from the Bitnami Launchpad itself. And if you're curious about any of the other cloud providers that we partner with, feel free to visit bitnami.com/cloud. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and let Stefan take it away to tell you all the great things about Shopware.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Marian.
No worries.
So, let me share my screen. Hold on a second. And we go from here. So, I guess everybody can hear me. First of all, I would like, and I'm happy to introduce myself. My name is Stefan. My last name is a typical German name, so it's Bitterhoff, and as manager of sales international, I'm responsible for our international strategy and bringing software to the world. This came up for my person, as Marian already mentioned, before we deep dive into our product, into our software files, of course, key facts. I would like to give you a short presentation of our company, who's behind the software, and then we directly deep dive into Shopware 5 and discuss the benefits. And I'm also happy to provide you some case studies before we finally go into the demo version environment and how easy Shopware can be maintained out of the backend. So let's kick off with some facts and figures. Shopware exists now for 17 years. So we have a very big experience and background by dealing with all the needs and requirements out of the e-commerce market. We have a very widespread partner network and a very fantastic customer base. So we can rely on the experience of the We currently employ 150 employees at our headquarters in Schöppingen. This is an awesome village in the middle of nowhere in Germany. Absolutely do not outsource anything. 130 employees are located on site in our headquarters. We currently have a widespread partner network of 1,200 partners, meaning from system integrators to web agencies to consulting partners, but also to the ecosystem that is needed to run a proper e-commerce business, meaning talking about partnerships to technology providers like ERP, payments, and all of that sort of stuff. So among all these partners are also technology partners. And yes, this is a current number. We have currently a real install base of 60,000 clients out there using our solution. Yes, and everything is dealing with our key product, which has been released under the slogan "Emotional Shopping on Any Device." And yes, all our customers are able to accompany the customer's journey from the very beginning and independent from the devices the customer uses. This could be smartphones, tablets, desktops, or maybe TV, or even the future augmented reality device like Oculus Rift or some other glass. And software was developed under the slogan "Mobile First." Yes, this fantastic solution has been developed under the roof of our headquarters. This is our current building. We have just moved over to this quite new headquarters at the end of 2015. And yes, it's in the village of Schöppingen, where it's nearly 5,000 businesses. So people let us develop awesome technology out of the big urban areas. The pillars of our success are, on the one hand, the development of our technology, but without the proper sales department and the relations out there, you can't sell anything. So the second pillar is the sales pillar. And of course, these combined with a design, these are the fundamental pillars of Shopware. And to give a face to every single pillar, this is our board. It's Stefan Hamann on the left-hand side, who's in charge of the development issue. My direct boss, Stefan Heiner, is in the middle of those guys, and Sebastian is in charge of all things related to the marketing stuff and the corporate identity topic. And one big and very important thing is, and this is from my point of view unique in the e-commerce field, is that we are for 100% self-financed. And this makes us very agile and also independent from any investor or something like this. Yes, as every company, we also have a mission, and our mission is to revolutionize digital trade, to create trend-setting e-commerce solutions for our global community. And this is so far enough for our company. As a background, feel free to contact me afterwards in order to get additional information. But the key thing is in this webinar to give you an overview of how you can marry content with e-commerce. And the secret to that is using our Shopware solution, Shopware 5. So let's talk about our e-commerce platform and its standard features. One thing that is unique and the USP of Shopware is our shopping world. This is the functionality to be able to easily transform the online shopping into an experience, and all that is without being a developer or touching any source code. So the full handling of the settings, the new landing page, or creating can be controlled via our intuitive panel, and we definitely will deep dive into our demo version in detail. So you, for example, just need to drag and drop the wish elements like bannering or sliders or product banners or whatever onto a kind of grid system that reflects the storefront. And all the selected images are automatically displayed in the storefront. So you never need to touch the source code. And yes, this is why it's so easy to create trend-setting and fresh content that propels your customers far ahead of their competitors. It's all about staying ahead in front of your competitors. Some additional elements within our emotional shopping and emotional shopping world is the storytelling. This is something similar to the local and offline world. By developing Shopware 5, we had a very deep look how to create a new version by dealing with all the requirements out of the e-commerce segment. And we went back to the local store. And since you enter a local store, everything is predicted from the lightning, from the arrangement of the product. And by setting up and developing storytelling, this can exactly support the customer's journey to the online world. You provide the customer with additional content and can create the touch points to the product in a very good way by not disrupting the customer's journey in general terms. By talking about the storytelling feature, another functionality is the so-called title element that enables you to not interrupt the story the customer is on. For example, you can easily discover the linked product within the story, can browse it on the tablet or on the smartphone or using the normal devices like a PC version, but he never gets interrupted. And the same is true for the so-called quick element. This is similar to being in an offline world, grabbing all the products, getting more in detailed information to each of these products, and then directly integrate it into or directly put it into your basket. The gesture control is a very important thing because knowing that we invest a lot of time to offer seamless visibility on every single device, such as finger-friendly buttons, pinch-to-zoom galleries, sliders with momentum scrolling, etc., etc. The key thing regarding the gesture controlling is it's happening every single day, every single minute. I'm being on the couch or something like this, browsing through the gallery, and nothing happens. There's a delay of 1 or 2 seconds, and we spend so much effort into having the right visibility and experience on every This is something I definitely like. It's called digital publishing. Um, by talking about international business or creating awesome banners, means often for customers that they have a direct contact to the marketing and design department that they need in the bannering, where marketing guys also with the text. Digital publishing allows you exactly that, but with the benefit that we use different layers. So you create a bunch of layers. The bottom layer could be, for example, a really cool and awesome looking picture, but on this layer you put a text layer, for example, and the text can also be recognized by the search engine and also provides and has an impact on the search results in the search engine resource page. But we definitely look at this in more detailed way in the direct live demo. The product suite is quite new to our product. Let's imagine the following thing. You as a customer have or received just a new import list for the new articles, and you would like to get all the white running shoes or running shoes in general terms with the color blue, red, or orange and green, and from certain brands. And this is exactly the product. Nothing really important. But what you can do with this is make the product go strong. And let me give you an additional example. And the result is in this case, I have in stock the green and the orange shoes. But since you set up such a product stream in the backend by just clicking, and I will also show it to you, it enables you the possibility to place the product stream at any particular placement within the source code, meaning or you can easily still complete categories with the product stream. You can also look at the trendy running shoes, so you can easily fill categories or place it in the cross and upselling segment, or even use product streams in order to fill in to the shopping world. The key of this thing is that since you uploaded a new listing or a new Excel sheet you receive from your distributor or etc., the product sheet is the automatic way to handle and maintain all the incoming products. So since the import file contains running shoes, in this case blue, as you imagine through our setting up of the product sheet, we also want blue running shoes. We now imported the blue running shoes to our database, and the product shoes automatically recognize this new product that fits exactly to this product stream and automatically update every single element or every single position in the storefront where the product streams are placed. So in this case, the shoes are placed in the categories, the cross-selling, and work. And this is a very, very strong functionality out of the standard product set. Yes, we definitely deep dive into our product, so I want to show it to you in detail. And this is these are just some of the functionalities why we are so successful. We currently have out 60,000 clients from big brands like L'Oreal, Stabilo, up to Borussia Dortmund, the German Bundesliga, but also complex B2B business in the US market, up to the UK market, where we also use our enterprise solution for dealing with omnichannel requirements. And this is the excerpt of some of our enterprise customers that rely on a strong and robust solution like Shopware. We also have a marketplace where we currently offer more than 2,500 extensions so far, meaning that you can easily access this marketplace on the one hand out of the back end of your Shopware installation, but also via the web interface by using Chrome or Google or whatever. And you can easily integrate it by one installation directly into the back end. And these 2,500 extensions mean, for example, small functionality features that can be easily integrated, like a Google Analytics plugin, which is available completely for free, to comprehensive blueprints in order to create an extension or connection to an SAP or Microsoft Dynamics NAS environment. So the marketplace is a central place to extend the standard function and feature set of our solution. Yes, this is something just to show you our focus, not our focus, but where we are coming from. We probably have more than 1,200 partners, mainly focusing out of our home country of the German-speaking market. But since 5 years, we are concentrating on our internationalization. We onboarded a lot of partners in the UK market, Benelux region, Italian market, but we also have partners across Europe, but also worldwide. So we are going to extend this partner network day by day, and yes, this is just representative for our current landscape. To the editions, we can separate these editions into two piles. On the one hand, on the left-hand side, the green edition is the so-called community edition, which is completely for free, and the commercial license. And just some additional information for our community edition, which is the ideal solution for your entrance into the e-commerce market. This is completely 100% open source, and the full support comes at the end of the day through the community. And this version can also be extended via our plugins and marketplace. The professional edition is the first commercial version for a unique brand presence and comprehensive services. Customers using our professional edition get fully manufacturer support, and this is also extendable via plugins. And in addition to this, it comes along with warranty things and so-called advanced features. For example, the storytelling feature, which we will have a closer look later on. All right, there's poor audio. I just received the feedback. Should I check my voice, or Armin, can you give me a sign if we need to check the audio, or
so I don't think the audio can be necessarily controlled from anything right now. I think one, it might just be the bit of the echo in the background of the room you might be in currently. Anything else, it's just the weight of the WebEx platform.
All right.
Yeah, so feel free to just to keep going.
All right, okay. Maybe I speak a little bit slower so that it's more easier to understand.
Okay, slower would be great.
All right. So for all those who didn't get all the parts of my previous presentation, just feel free to drop me later on an email, and then we'll make a one-to-one session. Okay, I just go ahead with talking a little bit slow. So the professional edition comes along with so-called advanced features, which means that we distinguish and separate the community version a bit from the commercial licenses by onboarding additional features like the storytelling. We will definitely look into this later on. And the new digital publishing feature, the installation from our point of view. So we support you from the very beginning. And it comes also along with the Shopware ERP. So we extended, compared to our open source solution, the ERP functionalities. And this is a very important thing especially for the small and mid-sized companies, to use the Shopware ERP at the very beginning. The Shopware Plus is the version that comes along with all premium plugins. Premium plugins are additional functionality like bonus points or advanced newsletter modules, live shopping plugin, and so on. Out of the box, we deliver all of the plugins, 13 pieces or 30 premium plugins at the end of the day, included to the professional license. And of course, we have a Shopware Enterprise Edition. This is for value-added solution for successful e-commerce projects. And we also add 42 our 7 days support individual TR to accompany your project from the very beginning with our enterprise consultant team. We also offer developer support, and this solution is extremely scalable. We also added additional accelerators to this enterprise edition, for example, the B2B commerce suite. Multi-shop and deal integration is possible with our enterprise edition. And what it means, we will dive into within the next slide. But all these editions have in common the same core. And this is very, very important to understand. And basically means that you can easily start, for example, with our community or with our first commercial license and upgrade step by step to Professional Plus and to the Enterprise Edition. This means just a change of the license key in the backend. You never want to reach, for example, a situation or a point where you have to think of redesigning or replatforming. So the core of every single edition is the same. But talking about multi-shop solution, this is, for example, if you are able in different markets, different countries, and you can easily control via the enterprise client administration into the dashboard, duplicate existing shops by mouse click, duplicate them, and also adjust, for example, the right and role management of the users that have access to the backend. Dealer integration, a very good example for this is the Euronics project we made, where the requirement is to connect at least a couple of hundred local stores to one central platform. And this can also be done with our enterprise edition to integrate a lot or a big amount of dealers to integrate them into one store. And last but not least, with our enterprise solution, we can also deliver a marketplace environment where the retailers that are connected in a closed marketplace, for example, can offer each other's products into within their storefront. Dropshipping is a topic to announce where you not need to extend your stock, just use the stock of the connected retailer and extend your product range and product portfolio to your customer and client base. To give you a comprehensive or a more detailed overview of our ecosystem around Shopware, we just created a kind of wheel where you can easily see that we have integrations to the big guys in the market. If we're talking about the carriers or social media, personalization, just to name a few, regarding glasses or buzzer voice up to Pin Mum and Dum, JK just have a look at it, and I can also provide you with a sheet later on. That's nothing we have to discuss about. But this provides you a great overview of our extended ecosystem and what is possible to our neighbor existing environment, and not to drop out the complete technology aspect, just integrate Shopware to your existing. Shopware also has regarding the product development cycle and providing a comprehensive overview and roadmap where you can easily access the current status, where we are right now, when you can expect a new release, which functionalities will be released in the next update, for example. So we onboard our community from the very beginning via an open platform, which is Jira, and you can easily send us requests or suggestions what you would like to see in the next version. It's not a thing of wishing anything, but if the demand from the community is there, we have a deep look at every single ticket, and if it's necessary and relevant from the wide majority of our community, then we put it onto our roadmap. This can be easily accessed via our Shopware community site. So enough from my point regarding this presentation. It's better to deep dive into a live demo I prepared for everybody. And let me send to this. We have, of course, and this is something Marvin also announced, you can easily roll out a demo environment by using bitnami. Just go on bitnami.com, browse to applications, and then you can directly set up from the very beginning the shopping or Shopware, and you can decide whether to run the demo environment within the browser, launch it in the cloud, or directly download it and use your local environment, an offline environment, or having a deeper look at Shopware, the source code and the usability. So since you launched a demo environment, this is what you can expect. This is just demo content, our demo site, how it can look like. Yes, you have your you have the company logo, you have very prominent position, the search, you have access to the service and help sites, for example, where you can get additional information about the context, the privacy things, general terms, and so on. And this is something we definitely should dive into later on, is the thing of emotional shopping by using our shopping world. This can be done by every single person, not necessary to be a developer or template designer at this point. The structure, and this just keep in mind, is, for example, a 4-column grid system where you can see this is one column, this is one column, these are 2 columns, just to keep it in mind, and you will see what I'm aiming for. So this is how we define our demo version with a lot of content, different content, and let's, for example, go into the cooking and pleasure program category where we sell herbs and food. And this is one thing I would like to explain is our so-called storytelling feature, where you can easily guide your customers step by step to a predicted journey through your online shop. And at a certain point, we can discover, for example, recipes and go into details regarding the recipes. Because at the end of the day, the recipe is nothing else than a shopping list, to be honest. So this is how we use, for example, the recipe shopping world in order to create an emotional journey for a customer. You can discover the products when it's needed and relevant to place them. Just a configuration issue in the backend panel, and as we saw from or got information from the presentation, you can easily get additional information about the different salmon, see the details, add to wish list, but you never lose track to the story and the position of the story where you are in. Step 1, step 2, I get information about how to cook and for friends, for example. And you can also highlight things by giving it additional information. And of course, what's also possible is to embed, for example, videos, just to give the customers more information to exactly this certain topic, in this case, the food area. So this is something how we see how you can combine the content with the e-commerce field just to provide the customers more and comprehensive view of the product. Tell a story, charge your brand or the product with additional emotional topics and provide them with additional information just in order to be ahead of your competitors. This distinguishes you from, for example, boring shopping experience or shopping sites where you just have access to written content and so on. So this is, for example, our storytelling feature, and I would like to open our backend because I can talk a lot. I would like to provide you with additional information how easy we can open, and I should spell it the correct way. Just to access the backend panel. Demo. We switch to the English language. Directly logged into our backend. So this is everything about. This is our backend panel. On the first slide, you get additional information about what's going up in our, or what's running in our online store. How many turnover did we make yesterday? What are the latest news? You can easily arrange and create your own desktop like you are used to from OS systems like Windows or Mac OS. You can directly create the last orders, for example, and scale it in the backend. And this is everything what I can do right now out of the backend, just using the mouse and the keyboard. So we don't need to touch the source code or get logged into our FTP client in order to change anything. This can be done out of the backend. One thing about the items, you can create new categories, you can create properties, bundles, live shopping. I don't think we have enough time to have a look at every single issue, so I just want to point out the key issues of Shopware by going directly to our shopping world. Here we go. And you can create as many shopping worlds as you want. Just to give you an overview, this is our shop structure. The English language shop. This is the German one, and you can easily create new categories in order to extend. Exactly, I just want to highlight it. The home, beach and relax, mountain, air and adventure categories are exactly the same in the backend. So this is how you create also the category structure in the storefront. Just add a new category, and that's it. So let's go into on the starting page. This is just the German translation. You can translate later on as you want, and go directly to the edit icon and open this grid system. This is the so-called designer grid and designer outlet. On the one hand, we have the basic settings and layout elements and some textures on the left-hand side. And this is what I mean. We have a kind of grid system where we can easily have a good feeling and the feedback, of course, where you place, for example, digital publishing elements or product sliders, manufacturer sliders, and so on. This is the way how you can maintain and marry your content to your e-commerce site. So on the one hand, let's stick to this one. You can easily translate everything, but let's call it main page in order to avoid confusion. This is an active flag, of course. This can be used for the thing where you would like to publish and link this landing page to certain categories. So in this case, to the main page of our English language shop. It could also be, for example, the recipe and cooking category. You can also define for which devices you would like to create this landing page, but you can also have different views for different devices. So on the one hand, you're working, for example, with very big and comprehensive pictures, for example, giving an overview about the complete living room. But it doesn't make sense by using resize elements to have the same picture just as a resize picture on a smartphone. You won't recognize anything. So this is the reason why you can chain or unchain these different devices in order to not make the work double or more often for every single device. So it makes sense to use it, for example, for desktop and tablet landscape, but not for the mobile and mobile portrait view, for example, for the smart and mobile phone. So you can easily connect and unchain all the different views. You can also use timing settings on the left-hand side in order to predefine and pre-create a lot of landing pages, for example, for weekends or for your annual leave or whatever. So you can just say this landing page should be active from the, for example, 27th starting time at 5:30 and end at Sunday at 5:30. So you can predefine and pre-configure all these landing pages in the backend, and you do not need to make them active manually or be in the offices during the weekend or in your annual leave. Regarding the layout, you can have you have full access to the complete inbox, how you would like to have the layout react to different things. You have a full responsive layout, you have resize elements where I said that the pictures are just a resize element. The full and responsive thing is, for example, that they rearranges the elements by hitting certain viewpoints, and you have full control how the landing page should react by resizing. The template, in this case, is standard template. Your agency or for the partners can be predefined so that the customer can easily switch between different template versions. This can be defined here. The grid system can be easily adjusted, for example, to add the print. 25 column row, for example, space spacing. It's a question if it makes sense, but we've found out that 10 is a really cool grid system where you can definitely everything, and that's a very good overview about the grid and the pictures later on. So you put control to define the grid settings, and the key thing of the shopping world is that you can easily define, for example, how it looks like by using standard elements. So on the one hand, we would like to have a very big banner at the top of our landing page, just based on the grid system, drag and drop it in the right size. You can either access this element settings by double clicking or using the pen. And then you can do the configuration for every single element. In this case, we need to select an image. Either we already have uploaded it to our media manager, or you can easily drag and drop it from your desktop directly onto this grid and it automatically uploads. So you do not need to use an FTP proc or something like this to upload all your images. So in this case, you just use, for example, a big image. You can center this and then create a center around this image. The smaller, this has to do for the resizing element, for example, which element of this picture should be in the focus by using the resizing element. You can define the link where, by clicking this picture, where the customer should be guided to, the link target, the title, etc. This is, for example, one element. But more interesting definitely are, for example, product sliders. Everything works like the way I described it before. Just drag and drop the desired and wished element into the grid system, double click it, and then you can configure it out of the backend. So in this case, it's the product slider. You can list the type by, for example, just showing and showcasing the top selling items. Reduce it to a certain category. We just want to show all the beach and accessories from the beach and relax category. Maximum number of products, the title, top sellers, for example. You can have display arrows, light speed, and so on. Just save it. Just save this shopping world as well. In this case, I need to clear the shop cache. Then go back to our main page. All right. Let me clear the cache. Okay, I didn't say it. This is the reason. So this is how easy you can maintain and use the existing elements by creating your landing pages when you want to launch, for example, a new campaign or whatever, and you are not dependent from anybody else. Just create it in the case you need a new landing page or creating a campaign to migrate all your existing Facebook customers, for example, with a voucher code or using a voucher code and guiding them from the Facebook to your online store. Yes, this is really, really awesome. So this so far from the shopping world. I just have a look at the time. We can talk about hours about this functionality. So if you need additional information, just give me a ring or drop me an email later on. Let's go to another thing I would like to mention is definitely our digital publishing element. This is really, really strong because you do not need to contact your design and marketing guys. You can easily create all the bannering out of the back end by creating also rich banners, meaning that the text isn't converted to a picture. It's on the picture and still text. And this is really, really important for the search engine. And you can easily use, for example, the different layering. You can have a background image, for example, or just in coloring and place different layers onto it and doing also the translation out of the backend if you're having, for example, a multi-language online store or different country-specific stores and so on. So you can maintain all the content out of the backend, or other way around, if you have your complete environment in ERP system, which is the leading system, then you can also use in connection. There are many connections to a wide range of ERP systems that you can directly say this text out of the ERP or a PIM system is the right one for the French shop, for the UK shop, for the German shop, for the US shop. So this is absolutely fine. This can be done on the back end. But if you do not have the content, you can easily translate it at every single position out of the back end where it's necessary and relevant to translate text. And then you can have also the preview thing for every single banner you create, for example. And this is a massive thing. And this is one of our advanced features that is included in every single commercial version. Let me close it. Okay, this is far. So we have a lot of analysis tools. Just to give you a brief overview, we are not only content strong, but we have also a wide range of different analysis you can drive out of the back end regarding the conversion overview, of course, customer age, turnover by month, visitors, but also popular search terms, which can be used, for example, for the retailers themselves by having a look if they are offering the right product or are customers searching for a certain term which you do not have in your portfolio. Then you can think of extending your portfolio exactly about this search term of a certain term which customers searches for in your online shop. So many statistics comes along. We also have free and free available third-party applications or direct integrations by using Google Analytics and that sort of stuff. So this can be directly accessed via our plugin manager. It's a one-to-one access to our marketplace. All right. We also have a shopping advisor. This is the best employee on the retailer side. He's available for 24 hours, 7 days a week, without any holiday. You can really find the kind of questionnaire where you guide the customer from the very beginning to filter the right product. In this case, find your perfect summer look. It's a step-by-step questionnaire or shopping advisor. Just go into the configurations and provide you an overview about this. You can use the description, upload a banner, what it is about, and then you can select the screen, which you would, for example, use as content in this shopping advisor. But this is the key factor where you define the questions by using gender, color questions, color variances, color range, print, size, summer dress. And the further the customer goes into this questionnaire, the more details and better results are the outcome at the end of this advice and shopping advisor. Yes, and you can also have, of course, a preview too. Okay, we also talked about voucher. Voucher is also a standard functionality. You can easily create general vouchers or individual vouchers in order to reactivate your clients that didn't order for 12 months, for example, or to use it, for example, for a campaigning issue to migrate your Facebook or Twitter customer or Twitter follower or whatever to become commercial customers. And this is also a standard functionality where you can easily define everything out of the backend of Shopware. So many marketing functionalities, and we didn't touch anything regarding the block system or regarding the product stream, the warehousing, which is the extended ERP functionality for our commercial licenses, live shopping, property, and so on. And due to the limited amount of time, I guess it's a good point to go over to question slot and use your questions that might arise or you have in mind. And for all detailed information, I will also let me switch back to my presentation. Hold on a second. I go back to the presentation. In order to sum everything up, the benefits of Shopware in general terms is you buy and you have a scalable and stable solution with our Shopware site. It's extremely flexible due to be able to be integrated into real existing environments, like you have been running SAP, you have been running Microsoft Linux now, or you have a Telum or JCatalog environment, and so on. So Shopware can easily integrate this, and this is the kind of flexibility for Shopware. We have an extremely short time to market with fantastic cases where we roll out international language or enterprise projects available in 27 languages within 3 to 4 months of time. We also have customers like Urban Decay or Keel Clariphonic from L'Oreal that need a fast and flexible solution in order to be present in the market. And this is definitely a benefit of using Shopware, the short time to market. With a very feature-rich solution, I guess this doesn't need any additional presentation at this point, because we can spend hours or days in order to go into every single detail what you can do with our solution out of the standard functionality set. So we have a very feature-rich solution. This is highly customizable. So on the one hand, from the backend side, regarding template issues and so on, but also from a development point of view, we have an open API, an open REST API. Shopware is completely available over GitHub, which is the Facebook for all the developers out there. And in general terms, we have a low cost of ownership because this is something we didn't touch by now, is the pricing. Shopware for every single edition for the commercial licenses, we have a one-time fee. So we do not have an annual license fee, we just have a one-time license fee starting from 1,300 euros, and the enterprise starts from 20K one-time license fee. So this is definitely self-speaking. And it can be seamlessly integrated. I mentioned it before, it comes close to the flexibility sort of thing. It can be seamlessly integrated into existing ecosystems, so you do not need to swap the complete environment. Just use your existing ERP systems, ERP trained for, and use Shopware as a new storefront in order to get access to all the marketing and content stuff which we have out of the box. Yes, and this extensive ecosystem we covered it by browsing to our marketplace. Yes, this is my direct email address. Please use it, send me feedback regarding this webinar. If you have additional questions, just came to me and we make a private one-to-one call and presentation. I hope the voice wasn't that bad and you get the feedback out of the presentation and my direct phone number. So yes, I will stop sharing at this point.
Stefan, that's all right. So I think we actually hit our time limit. So there, I want to just thank Stefan for his presentation and telling us about Shopware. And I'd love to also thank our attendees and our watchers for joining us today. For anyone that wants to get the recording, we will also be sending out the recording of this webinar within the next 48 hours. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Stefan.
Yes, bye-bye. Thank you so much. And yes, have a nice day. Bye-bye.